Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Now, for today's video and for the next 10 days, yes, 10 whole days, we will be looking at my favorite tanks in the game. Yes, my personal favorite tanks in the game. Now, I do like doing these videos because it does go to show you guys what tanks I really do love, what and why, and then it gives you the option, okay, if Meadsy loves it, then I'm sure I might like the tank as well, so you might give it a go. So, of course, as I've said, for the next 10 days, each day we will be looking at my top 10 tanks in the entire in the whole game, in the whole entire game. So of course, today we're going to look at my number 10, tomorrow my number 9, and so on and so on. Now, we are doing this because we do like to do a little series when I'm having a break. Yes, I like to get 10 videos or 7 videos already made. I've got some time off work with the family. The kids are now going to be off school, so just to spend it off of work at home with the family. No games, you know, no blitz, no work, no school, just to chill. So in that meantime, let's have a look at my favorite tanks in the game. So today we're going to start off with number 10, my 10th favorite tank in the game. It's not none of these. In fact, looking at these kind of lists that I do, sometimes it is quite hard doing a top 5 or a top 10, which is why I'm actually doing a top 10, because sometimes I don't know, I'm like, oh, I really like this, but then I really like that. So of course, because there's only 10 tanks, it does mean that I do unfortunately have to leave some tanks out. Doesn't mean I don't like them, it just means that, you know, there's only 10 tanks to choose. And coming in at number 10, this is what a tank that I took out, I put in, I took out, and I left with it because it is a fantastic tank and I had to put it in there. It is the Progetto 46. Yes, the Italian tier 8 medium tank, the auto reloading tank. Absolutely brilliant. It's great fun, good for everything really. It's good for if you want to play ranked or ratings, shall I say. It's good if you want to play tournaments, or it's good if you just want to play encounter or even supremacy. You know, it's a good all-round tank, brilliant tank. The fact that you can get this camouflage as well, which, yeah, it does look over the top, but people could have earned this camouflage for free. You just had to win in so many games, I think like 50 or whatever, then you get the camouflage for free. So yeah, it is a fantastic little tank, it really is. The armor profile on the tank, yeah, it's non-existent. You might get the troll bounce or two, but yeah, you can't really rely too much on the armor. It is an auto reloader, so you do have to bear that in mind, that you don't, if you fire all 3 shells, you don't have to wait for all 3 shells to be reloaded, just one at a time, which makes these tanks, I love that mechanic, to be honest. Some of those auto reloading tanks are some of my favorite tanks in the game, because they are really, really brilliant. You know, just the fact that how versatile they are. You could play it as an auto loader, auto reloader, or even a single shotgun. So you could play it however suits your style or your needs at the time. So the DPM 2062. Now, yeah, it doesn't have the best DPM, but no auto reloading tank really, really does. You've got a 2.5 seconds intra clip on top of that reload time as well, so do bear that in mind. Shell 1, 6.2 seconds. Shell 2, 4.8, Shell 3, 4.8. So, yeah, it's not a lot of time that you have to wait if you do have to fire all 3 shells. So, your penetration, 180 on your AP, 259 on your APCR, 45 on your HE. Now, because it's APCR, I mean, I'm not running it with calibrated shells, but you should, to be honest. It doesn't really make too much of a, I mean, 34 DPM. You might as well run it with calibrated shells. Yes, it's only 13 pen on your APCR and 9 on your AP, but that is better than the DPM. So you need every bit of pen that you can on this tank, especially if you are coming up against those tier 9 tanks. So the where are we? So the alpha, you've got a 240 alpha on your AP, 190 on your APCR, and 270 on your HE. Aim time is really, really good at 2.7, and your gun dispersion is okay at 0.1317. It has a very nice 9 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 55 kilometers per hour. So looking at the list, how many in my top 10 are actually going to be premium tanks? Take your guess now. Take your guess how many of the top 10 tanks on this list are premium tanks. Have a guess, and we'll see in 10 days time how many of you were right and how many of you were wrong. Take your guesses now. So of course this one is a premium tank, but yeah, it's a tank that I've always loved, and it's a tank I will forever love. And of course, if you don't want to buy premium tanks, if you are a free-to-play player and you like the look of this tank, you always have the P44 Pantera. Stat-wise, it is better than the Progetto. It is the auto-reloading system, but personally, I just prefer the Progetto 46. That's personal preference, but you might actually prefer the Pantera, which is a tech tree tank. So let's get into game and see how this tank performs on the battlefield. So playing this game, playing this tank, I did have some decent games, but it's actually a very difficult tank to ace. Like, it's a very popular tank. It really is. Even though it's a premium tank, it is still a very, very popular tank. There's another reason that I really love this tank, and it's a reason that I shouldn't have to love the tank. So Wargaming, quite a few years ago now, they brought crates into the game, where basically all new tanks now come in crates. So the first time that they are for sale, they are in crates. Then the next time they could be for crates, depending on how good they are. And then eventually they should come for gold. So Wargaming brought the crates in, so every tank that come into the game was crates. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Progetto 46, first time, never released into the in the game, never been released. Nobody has the tank. It hits the shop and it's for gold. Yes, at 10,000 gold, and we was just like, what? What the hell has happened? Where's the crates? Buy it before they're wrong. Buy it before they made that mistake. Like, I don't think Wargaming know that this is for gold, because that is what it was. Like, everybody was used to crates, and all of a sudden a new tank hits the store and it is for sale in gold. So of course we bought the tank. It was never a mistake in the first place. Wargaming did do that on purpose, but yeah, it's a shame because we don't really get that anymore. We don't get new tanks like this, or tier 8 tanks that come for sale for gold first time round. It's always crates. So yeah, it was a good feeling, you know, for a long time, for a very long time, you was never able to buy tanks for gold straight away. Crates. So yeah, that's another reason why I love this tank. But yeah, as I've said, it shouldn't be a reason to love the tank. But yeah, because of how many crates are in the game, it was a reason to love the tank. So far we are holding this bridge here. I mean, there's a lot of tanks around, and yeah, I'm messing a few shots up. But again, the good thing about this tank, because it is the auto reloader, you can use it as a single shotgun, because you haven't got like a massive amount of time where you are reloading. I mean, 6 seconds, something like that, or... And if you've got no shots, you're going to carry on reloading more shells. So, of course, there is 3 shells. So now this Tiger 2 is pushing. By the time he gets here, I have already reloaded my 3 shells. And he ignores me, just completely ignores me. And because of that, we, along with the help of that guy there, the Pantera, we had managed to take him out very, very easily. But even here now, look, I've got 1 shell reloaded, now 2 shells reloaded. I'm not going to sit there and wait for my 3rd shell. If I've got a shot, I'm going to take it. And I always say the same thing with any auto reloading tank. The exact same here. I had 1 shell reloaded. Yeah, I did mess up. Again, 1 shell, take the kill, and then we're just going to reload our magazine. So there is 1 tank left alive. While he's got some hit points, I'm going to reload it. I've got 1 shell at least reloaded. I'm going to wait for the 2nd shell. And I was like, you know, okay, there's not many tanks around, so I might as well wait for the 3rd shell. And because I waited for the 3rd shell, there's 1 shot, 2 shots. and we would have been able to take him out if the Tiger 1 didn't kill him. But yeah, overall, very, very good battle. 3.3k damage, which is a great job, to be fair, for a tier 8 tank. And that was only second class. We didn't do anything to... I mean, we did farm. But yeah. So yeah, my 10th favourite tank in the game, the Pidgeotto 46 Reborn. Absolutely brilliant tank, and definitely one to watch if it does come into store. So for now, I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.